Hello and welcome, everyone. I'm Maddie Kuhn, your lead coach here at Homemade Method, and I'm joined here by Joy, who's been in our program for the past, let's say, 3.5 months. Go ahead and say hi, Joy.
Hi, everybody. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, thank you so much for spending some time with us today. So, Joy has had incredible success in the membership in this short period of time, and I'm really excited to share your story, Joy. So, why don't you kick us off with sharing a little bit about where you were at prior to joining the Homemade Method?
Okay. I was eating everything in sight, anything in sight, knowing that at any point I was going to do a diet and going to have to stop. So I mean, I think that, automatically makes you think, let me just eat everything because I'm going to stop and I'm going to diet tomorrow or something. I knew in my heart of hearts, I'm a registered nurse and I've worked in healthcare for over 40 years. I knew in my heart that I was doing things that I was going to regret. Most of all, I think I was afraid of becoming a diabetic. Diabetes runs in my family, and I thought I'm going to end up being a diabetic. Well, sure enough, one day I went to just my regular. I had a bout with breast cancer and had surgery, and I was following up with an oncologist and went to her office for a routine visit, and she did blood work, and by the time I got back home the blood results were available. They can get them online now, and my blood sugar was over 200, and I was devastated because I thought, not only did I do this until the point that I reached and became a diabetic, there's no turning back and denying it now. Truly, had I ever been diagnosed as a diabetic? No. Did I want to be? No. And so I was determined that I was going to get my blood sugar under control before I went and got my real official diagnosis, and hopefully that diagnosis wouldn't happen. And I really literally just ran into this program on probably on Facebook, just ran into it. And I thought, oh my God, look at this. Look how easy this is. Look how simple and plain it is. No rules, no absolutes. You got to stop this, you got to do that. It's not a diet. And I'd heard all that before, but it looked so reasonable, to follow. Just start with one recipe a week, and I thought I can do this, and it didn't take me cooking one meal before I thought, yeah, this is amazing. The way the food is fixed is amazing. I don't have to count calories. I don't have to count carbs. I don't have to count, macros. I don't have to count I don't have to weigh myself. Matter of fact, they're telling me, nope, don't weigh myself. All of the coaching and education, number one is there, with the live coaches that we have access to, but there's so many online resources too that it is, I think that's what I hear from people most often is how overwhelming it all is at first. And it
There's a
seems
lot.
that way, but you just take a little here and a little there. You just take it a little, like taking a bite of the elephant at a time, and it didn't take any time at all before I started losing weight. But my goal was to see my blood sugar drop, and it dropped and it dropped and it dropped. And I'm in what I haven't had my A1C done, but I am confident that when I do, I will be in that non-diabetic range. No question that I would have been diabetic. No, none in my mind. I've worked with it too much to know. And
Yeah.
I'm sure now when I go get it done, it will be that non-diabetic range. Now, does that mean I can take my foot off the gas? No, it means that this plan for me was so successful. Why would I quit? I mean,
Yeah.
in my mind, it kind of reversed diabetes for me, at least on
Yes.
paper, you know.
Yeah, you've created healthy habits that you can keep up because they feel good and you see the results and you're like, oh, like this is my new lifestyle because look at what I've been able to do. I feel good. I have more energy. I have less cravings, got my blood sugars under control, and you've lost a ton of weight.
I
Even
lost
bigger.
40 pounds in that period of time without that even really being my goal. I mean,
That is
it just sort of,
incredible.
yeah, it's exciting. It's so exciting. And
Yeah,
those first few weeks you always know, oh, it's water. It's what this has gone way past water, because
absolutely. And how is your body feeling?
amazing. I mean, and now that happened actually pretty quickly. I was amazed at how quickly I had energy to, I'm a go to bed at dark, and now I tend to get up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. So I get up early, but I had more energy to buzz through my house and clean my house and go through, you know, any of that kind of stuff, get my laundry done, do 5 or 6 things at one time. And I was like, where's this energy coming from? So,
Yeah.
and was having joint pain, which could have been a side effect of so I'm on a hormone receptor blocker
Mhm.
for the breast cancer, and it's known to cause joint pain. It's also known to cause weight gain. It's also known to cause insulin resistance, and and all that. And I think I had allowed that to be my excuse for
Mm.
not even trying, to do anything, because everybody said, "Oh, don't worry, you're not going to be able to lose weight now. Your blood sugar is going to be high." Um, they were wrong. I mean, they were wrong, but again, I still think they allowed me to use that as an excuse, as opposed to saying, no, 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 quit it. Don't, don't use
Yeah.
excuse.
You have.
But the joint pain has gone, and
Mhm.
so many things are better. So yeah,
That's so incredible. I'm so happy you're feeling good in your body. The joint pain has lessened. You've gotten your blood sugar is under control. You're losing like considerable weight, feeling more energetic. How have your eating habits shifted? It sounded like you were kind of just eating mindlessly with the thought of the next diet is just around the corner that's gonna take away all of what I'm doing right now.
yeah.
How do you think about food? What's your relationship with food like now?
I loved I loved food. I loved the experience of just eating. It didn't have to be healthy. It didn't even have to, it could be a box of Cheez-Its. It didn't have to be, the most amazing food. I just enjoyed that experience of, eating and tasting and, and all that sort of stuff. And yes, it was very mindless eating. If I opened a box of something and tasted it, I was like, yep, this is good. I'll just sit here and eat the whole box. I mean, maybe not quite the
Yeah.
whole box, but maybe, it was mindless eating. When I sat down to work, there was food there. When I did go to get a meal, or something, I'd bring it back to my desk and sit and eat while I was working. So it really was, and I missed, I think, the experience of really kind of enjoying food a lot of times, because I was, sort of multitasking.
Yeah.
And like I said, I always said, if somebody would teach me how to cook good so that food tastes good, instead, I think I would enjoy this better. And that's the thing that I have come to really enjoy, the the smaller servings. I do fill up faster. I mean, but at the same time that I fill up faster, I absolutely enjoy the taste and the texture and the smells and so it really has made eating more enjoyable. I am better about eating, I say better about eating 3 meals a day, as opposed to skipping. I tried the intermittent fasting, skipping breakfast and then cramming the same amount of food into breakfast and I mean to lunch and dinner.
Yeah.
Never made any sense to me.
Yeah.
Why would I not spread this out over 3 meals a day? So
Yeah.
just some better habits, I think.
Well, it sounds like you're eating more nutrient dense foods and you're listening
Absolutely.
to your body more instead of just kind of grazing throughout the day, which is so challenging on your blood sugars. You are stopping what you're doing. You're setting aside time to actually eat, which is exactly what we want you to do. It allows your body to get into that parasympathetic state that helps you digest, that helps you regulate, helps you tune into your satiety hormones and eat just the amount that you need in order to feel energetic and thrive. And that's exactly what you're doing. You're doing it with flying colors and just so proud of you. It's really incredible. You've made such
Well,
strides
thank
towards
you.
your goals and like um, something that I like to say to people as they're just getting started here is I understand that weight loss is your goal, but that's going to be a side effect of you healing your body. And I love that you have really embraced that mindset. You were like, I need to heal, let's go. And all of a sudden you're 40 pounds
Yeah,
lighter.
right. It wasn't even the intention. And the Facebook group is wonderful. I mean, it's wonderful because I think it gives everybody the opportunity to share their differences and encourage people who maybe don't have the same, the same sort of outcomes. But you really, how many times have I picked a goal for myself and had that goal be strictly about losing weight? And then
Yeah.
you reach that plateau. Everybody does, I mean, I've been 40 pound weight loss now for probably 3 or 4 weeks. So I probably have, reached that plateau. But but there's so much more to learn. I mean, and there's so much more to do. And that's, you know, that's when you look at the other goals and what else, the other benefits to it. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. There's so much more, like inflammation reduction, feeling good, just like feeling like mobile and like you can do the things that you want to do because you have energy and you're not in pain or like stressing about what you're going to eat or what you did eat, you know? There's just so much more freedom in that.
Have somebody walk by your plate of food and say, "Oh my goodness, that looks amazing," you know. I
Yeah,
mean, I
I
never
love
did when
that.
it was chicken tenders and fries. Yeah,
Yes, exactly. When it's something much more nourishing, vibrant, and colorful.
like,
I love it. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, Joy. It's been a pleasure. Your story is so inspiring, and I look forward to seeing you in the members only group, hearing more from you about your next, next little bit of your journey. And I love that your attitude is, you've hit this plateau, you're not losing weight currently. Doesn't mean your body isn't healing, it's continuing to heal. And I think that you are correct. Your blood numbers will be spectacular when you do go in for your labs soon. I look forward to hearing all about your readings. It's
yeah, I can't wait.
yeah, it's what a joy to be excited to go get your lab results, right? So many
Right,
people are deeply fearful about like just like you were
I
prior to
was.
dating, like really scared about what their numbers are going to come out to. But you put in the work and you've created wonderful healthy habits around cooking and eating, and I definitely have faith that they're going to be wonderful. And
Looking forward to it.
yeah, awesome. Well, thank you so much, Joy.
Thank you. It's great to meet you.
Yeah.